What is up, Mav fans and hoop heads? Hope your vibes are immaculate today. I'm AG, your host, owner, CEO, director, manager, and all that. Welcome on into another episode of Mavs Rundown. Appreciate you for listening. And man, you joined us tonight, and it was the ugly night for the Mavericks. We go to Washington, a big game, the KP Spencer trade game, and Wizards just wiped the floor with the Mavericks and win 135 to 103. It was really just no contest. At the end of the first, it was 41 to 30. Mavs gave up 41 points in the first quarter, and we scored 30, but we gave up 41. And hot shooting. I mean, the first quarter they shot 66% and didn't stop. They just kept shooting and making everything. And it was just one of those nights where Dallas just didn't really show up to play, and Wizards did. And you'll recap since last pod. Yesterday, the Wizards officially were eliminated from playoff contention. Like, they ain't even going to make the play-in 10th seed. So they got officially eliminated the other day. So now they're playing against us. Fast forward to now, this game, and they have nothing else to play for. But this is probably like one of their biggest of the last 5 games is probably the biggest one. KP playing his former team. That was probably it. That was probably their season. Well, congrats. But yeah, man, this was just an ugly ass night for the Mavs. Luka is trying to do all he can. He was 11 of 22 tonight, 4 of 9 from 3, 10 of 10 from the line. Great from the free throw line. Really, the whole team did really well from the line. But he finished with 36 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, had a block, had 5 turnovers. But was, trying to get, only had 6 assists, but, nobody else was making shots. And it was just hard. The only other person in double digits for the Mavericks tonight was Jalen Brunson. He had 21 points, 9 of 13 shooting, 1 of 3 from 3, and 2 free throws, and had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal to go along with that. A very, very efficient night, and he put up, at least a 20-piece. That's what we're asking for. And really, this was on the rest of the team. Nobody just stepped up tonight. Nobody was able to hit any type of shots or just come up with anything. No, as I said, nobody scored over 10 points besides Luka and Jalen Brunson. Dorian Finney-Smith, Reggie Bullock, and Dwight Powell all finished with 8 points. And that's just not enough, especially for the offensive group, man. One guy can only go not double digits in the starting lineup. Everybody else got to be at least double digits. Like, only one person can have one, a double digit or a single digit game compared to the rest of the starting 5 has to get double digits. And Dodo tonight only 8. He was 3 of 6, only 2 of 5 from 3. Reggie Bullock 2 of 8, 2 of 7 from 3. Dwight Powell is only 1 of 4 tonight. I mean, of course, he ain't shooting jumpers, but, I mean, he just, not effective. Then off the bench, Maxi Kleber only 2 of 5. He was 2 of 5 from 3, so it's good to see him knock down a couple threes, really. So I guess, that's kind of a bright side to take away. And had a nice, had a good block, and he's got a steal in there. Other than that, nobody else. Dinwiddie came in, man. This is one of his games. You would think he'd try to do big, and he came up short. He only had 8 points, too. He was 2 of 6, 0 of 3 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Had 2 rebounds and assists, which is not enough. He had 3 turnovers. Not enough, man. Only 8 points. We need double digits for sure from him off the bench, especially for this team to roll. He did good. He does good slashing, getting to the rim and making jump shots. Even if his jump shot's not falling, at least he tries to get to the rim and stuff. But we're gonna need at least double digits from him, and really the assist, pick up the assist, help play make for this team off the bench to get that bench unit rolling, because it's rough. It's especially rough when Luka goes out the game. But tonight it was just rough overall. The team finished shooting 43% from the field, basically 29% from three, just not good. As I said, they did shoot good from the line. They were 92% from the free throw line, but when you shoot 28% from three, 43 from the field, like it's no bueno, especially when you're giving up 41 points in the first quarter. What did they give up? They did okay in the second, and then 41 points. Oh, wow. We gave up 41 points to them in the first quarter and 41 points in the fourth. Like, and in between, we were fine. I think in the third quarter, we tried to claw back and made it like a 15. In the first half, actually, at one point, we got it within 9. Like when they started to take the lead and go off with it, we got it within 9. Luka, I think, hit a 3 or something and got us within 9. And we're like, all right, single digits, let's go. And then literally the next possession for the Wizards, Caldwell Pope drains a 3. And he was just a killer for the Mavs tonight. He had 35 points. Caldwell Pope had 35 points. I know the Lakers fans are sick right now. They got to be sick letting this guy go because he was big for them and he was big for the Wizards tonight. Tonight was one of his on nights and he's been doing killer the last few games, averaging over 20 last a handful of games. So, tonight he just continued to streak. He made 6 threes tonight. Very efficient, 13 of 19. Damn, he was all over the place. Porzingis, he had 24, 9, and 4. He was very efficient. He didn't do a whole lot. It was, I guess, a normal night you would see from him, and if you in a Mavs uniform, he wasn't that special. It was really everybody else for this team. Because I've noticed Advia more than KP, and Rui was hitting shots. Rui went off for 21. Advia had 14 off the bench for them. Advia, Ish Smith, didn't hit a 3, but he was 6 of 12, had 12 points. They were just, oh man, they shot 51% from 3, 54% from the field, and 90% from the line. They couldn't miss. They could not miss tonight. And that's what sucks, because it seems like that's what's been happening to the Mavs recently, especially in our losses. We're just getting fucking obliterated. I'm looking back at our last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our last 5 losses, which I think the Mavs have gone, other than that, they've been pretty spaced out. We've had a lot of, great games here recently, but our 5 losses, man, they've been ugly. Looking back since March. We've been on this win streak March. Going into that, in the 5 losses was the New York one, the Philly one, Charlotte, those back to back, then the Minnesota where they didn't show up, and now this Washington one where it's, man, hopefully it's not a thing, but it's hard to say because it's we are doing good on the defensive end to hold teams, but sometimes the teams just get hot. And whether that's a combination of luck on our part, where maybe teams just weren't hitting their threes against us at the beginning, and now all of a sudden some of these games they are. Maybe it's just the whole, even out thing. But it's tough, man, to see these games when they lose it. It feels like they weren't ready to play. And, granted, maybe it's just the end of the season. These guys are like, man, it's 5 games left. We're trying to hurry up and win, or trying to hurry up and get this thing over, get into the playoffs. They're ready for it. But honestly, they need to be focused. Seeding is somewhat important. I know we want to finish with home court, so they want to do that. We have to get wins. But to finish with a 3rd seed, man, these are the type of wins we got to get. At Washington, maybe it was just a trap game, but I felt like the Mavs should have came in and got this dub, and this was just disappointing to see. Man, it's tough to see when the Mavs just kind of poop it on offense and then give up over 50% or 40% shooting from 3 on the other side. So it's I wish we could just stop the bleeding, maybe hold them to shooting, and we just lose these grind out games. That would be more comfortable for me if we lose a grind out game than just getting fucking blown out. They didn't even want to show up to play today. It just didn't look right today. It was just ugly, man. That's all you can really say. It was just ugly. You're just watching man, what? Like Luka's game, man, it's crazy. Look at his stats because I swear to God, in the first half, like he was just driving the lane, and he was. I mean, the lanes were open. We were getting to the lane, especially Luka, and he'd get those easy floaters that he always knocks off the backboard or gets over the guys, and they were just rattling out 1, 2, 3 bounces, and they go right off the rim, fall right off. Like it was just maddening. I know he probably was sick about that. I mean, he finished 11 to 22, shot basically. I mean, that's 50% right there. 4-9 from 3. Like he had an honestly great shooting night technically. He finished 36, but just man, it seeing that and then us getting down 41 to 30 at the end of the first quarter, it was just like, damn, like maybe this isn't one of our nights. Like, I'm all for. I think we have been doing so well in the second half now here recently, and where we pick it up, and you thought maybe this is one of those nights where we can come back, but man, this was not one of those nights. Second half rolls around, they're still shooting hot. They were still killing it. Like there's no even game breakdown. Not even gonna give you like the whole first, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Like it was just ugly all over. They led, I think, for a little bit, and then it was just game over. Wizards. I don't even know if the Mavs led it. Did Mavs even lead? I don't even think the Mavs led actually. I won't be saying that shit, and then they didn't. Yeah, Mavs never even led in this ball game. Nope. So, I mean, Mavs didn't even have a chance, couldn't even get it close. Like, once they broke the lead open, Mavs could never get back in. Third quarter made like a little run to get it down. I think the smallest was like 15 or maybe even 12 again, and then they started hitting some more shots, more threes rolling down, and that was that. J Kidd got kicked out. 2 texts real quick. It was on some bullshit in the fourth quarter with like 8:47 left. It didn't seem like J Kidd was cussing or any going out crazy or anything. He was just telling the ref like, no, that was a wrong. It was wrong. It should have been this. And say what you want about that ref, but he was like, all right, I ain't taking none of that. Get out of here. You just bugging me right now. So J Kidd, that was a thing that happened. Other than that, man, what time am I? I'm 13 minutes in. I don't want to give y'all anything short. Let's see what else we could talk about. Cause man, let's just move on from this game because it was bad. Cause obviously dropping this game is not good for the Mavs in the standings because now we started the night in the third seed. And now, after this loss, we drop now back into the 4th seed. Half game back from the Warriors. They didn't play tonight, so that's the only reason why. But there is a big game tomorrow because the Mavs don't play tomorrow. Let me get it pulled up. The Mavs don't play tomorrow. They're off till Sunday. But there is a big game in the NBA tomorrow, and that is between the Golden State Warriors and Utah Jazz. I'm trying to get it pulled up exactly who is where. And is the Jazz at the Warriors. So that'll be a big game. A very big game, especially for the Mavericks. So and that's the 7:30 start time. So Mavs don't play tomorrow, but Mav fans, I know y'all are probably, if y'all are standing watchers like I am, y'all are going to probably, and hoop heads that just like watching other basketball games, y'all are probably going to be watching that Golden State Utah game because it does have big implications just for those teams involved too because, they're in this whole 3 through 6 thing where it's all really crazy. It's very within 2 games or 2.5 games of each other. Actually, 2 games. Yeah, all within 2 games of each other. And if the Warriors win tomorrow night against the Jazz, they'll lead back into the 3rd seed for sure. Ahead of the Mavs. And if they lose tomorrow to the Jazz, then they're more likely guaranteed a 5th or 6th seed. Because then if they lose, that moves the Mavericks up. We own the tiebreaker. And that's just going to give Utah, I don't know who owns the tiebreaker of those, but I think the tiebreaker, that tiebreaker's on the line for the Warrior Jazz. Just seen a tweet. So, I forgot I had this. screenshot it here for it. But yeah, so that the Warriors Jazz, their series is on the line. So that's a big game tomorrow night. So honestly, if you're a Mavs fan, you're saying, go Jazz, go. Tomorrow night is all go Jazz, go, because yeah, we want to play the Jazz in the first round, but damn, we want to have that third seed, man. We really need that third seed. We don't like the Jazz, but we really need that third seed. So if the Jazz get the win and do us a solid right here and let us jump to the third seed, then maybe we won't. Instead of sweeping them, we'll give them. We'll beat them in 5 games. How about that? How about that, Jazz? How about that, Jazz fans? Is that cool? Y'all beat the Warriors tomorrow, and the Mavs, we'll let y'all maybe get away with the game, and we'll go 5 games and not sweep y'all in the first round. Is that cool? Would that be cool? All right. No, trash talker real quick, but yeah, man, the Dallas Mavs, man, gosh, man, this game, this is why it's so frustrating. This is why it is so frustrating, guys, because this is like we're reverting back to the old Mavs, where it's like we're expecting this, like this is what, and we're not used to this. Like in the old years, this is a game where like, yeah, we would have thought we're expected to win, we should go in, and then we poop it and lose. But this year we've been doing the opposite. Games we were supposed to go in and win and kick butt, we've been doing that. And then here lately, it's just we've been having like brain fart games, man, where we just like don't show up. Like, I don't know, maybe hopefully it's a bonding thing. Maybe they're all out, being positive. Like maybe they're doing a team bonding event in Washington or something, but the night before or something. Maybe something like that went down, and guys are just a little bit slow, and that's why they looked a step slow today. Who knows, but maybe that's better for us down the line, chemistry and whatnot. But they need to get their shit together on the court, because we really want this third seed to be able to not have to play Phoenix in the second round. It can avoid them possibly till the conference finals if we can make it that far. If the Mavs make a deep playoff run. And man, tonight I was ready to get on here and say some really exciting stuff about the Mavs if they won this game. And man, that just kind of took the wind out of all that, what I was going to say. So just have to wait on that type of take and throw that out the window, and hopefully I can recapture that later on. But I mean, we do play Milwaukee on Sunday. So, next game, it is on Sunday, and it's a 12 o'clock on ABC game. So a noon start time, so everybody get ready. Noon Central Time. I don't know, everybody listening, where y'all from. So, but noon Central Time on ABC. So check that out. Of course, it's at Milwaukee, so it's a big game. Giannis, Luka loves to get up for other star players. So going against Giannis, is going to be big. And those two guys have major respect for each other. I feel like if Giannis didn't have that whole vibe of wanting to stay in one place, the whole kind of that Dirk vibe where you're going to stay in one place for your whole career, I think for sure he would have came and teamed up with Luka here in Dallas. I don't know, I really think that, but that's just not how he rolls, which respect to him. And worked out for them. They won a championship, so kudos. And hopefully, maybe one day he could be a future Maverick. Who knows? Maybe they falter in the playoffs, and all of a sudden Giannis is like, all right, I've done my thing here. It's maybe time to move on. But anyway, just going off into a random ass pipe dream, because we lost tonight big by 30 points. So yeah, guys, get ready for that, man. Let's go ahead. April Fools, haha. Let's wash this one off. Joke's on us. We just got, trampled by Washington, whatever. All right, let's let one slide. Let's regroup. We got 4 games left, guys. 4 games. Yeah, we got at Milwaukee, at Detroit, at home versus Portland, and at home versus Spurs. Let's finish strong. Let's especially come out Sunday. I hope they come out at noon and punch the Bucks in the mouth. They've been doing well lately, so to get a win against them would be huge. It would be really big for the Mavs, because it would just, kind of erase what we just seen tonight and kind of make it not look so bad, especially all these other losses. We've been able to capture some wins right after, except for the Philadelphia Charlotte back to back. Other than that, we're really able to come back after these losses and get some wins. So hopefully, they feel this some type of way after this, which they should. And it's early start time, so hopefully, I'm sure, as a player, I remember, even me as a player back in the day in high school, like after a loss, you just want to play, like hurry up and get to the next game, like, we want to rewrite this thing, or we want to, redo our wrongs, like, make things right. And so hopefully the Mavs have a get right game against Milwaukee, because that would be huge and it could carry some momentum going into the playoffs. Like, you get one against Milwaukee, who's basically like the top in the East right now, just the most trustworthy for sure, that people would pick to come out the East, because all these other teams are kind of looking unsure. But to come out and get a win against them, I think that would be big, and will carry momentum for us against these other teams later on in the year. That's our really only true test. Not to be, I guess, an asshole about it. Well, the Spurs are fighting. Their guts. They got some guts in them and stuff, but they're not no Milwaukee. So that's the only true like test to put the Mavs against another really good team and see how we do. So this game is actually a big, not a big game, but it is another game where they do need to show up and get a tune-up game and really come out and get a good win against a really good team. And especially in the standings, depending on what happens tomorrow, man, we're going to need all the wins we can get. So, again, go Jazz go for tomorrow night only. Go beat the Warriors, please, for us. And let us recapture that third seed again, because we own the tiebreaker. And then the Mavs got to get to work, man. We have to get these last at least like 4 wins. Like, we need to strap up. And I said that we would end up on going 4-1 over the last like 5 games. So there was the one loss. We better get 4 in a row to reach my prediction. So this will be a tough one going against, Milwaukee on Sunday. But I think the Mavs can handle it, and hopefully they'll be able to bounce back. Hopefully hopefully the team really takes a deep look at themselves in the mirror and no, we can't have that shit, especially the rest of the season. We cannot just, that's unacceptable. It's really unacceptable. So, I think that's it. That's about it. I've said enough. I've ranted. I've tried to galvanize and be optimistic and move forward. And now we just got to go out and do the thing, man. Let's rewrite this wrong on Sunday. Let's kind of throw this one away. Like, screw it. Yeah, let them have their fun. They're not playing for shit anyways. Like, who cares? Okay, good job, Wizards. Good job. Still ain't going to be shit anyway. So, let them win this. April Fools. Haha. Y'all think y'all are good. April Fools on them. So moving forward, yeah, man, let's get this, let's get this, momentum starting on Sunday with Milwaukee, and let's carry that through the rest of the season and into the playoffs, man. Because I'm expecting exciting and big things from these Mavs, and I'm ready to share it, but I'm definitely not going to when we are not doing well, especially when we shoot so bad and let them shoot so well. So, yeah, that's it, man. If you want to follow on Twitter, it's at Mavs_rundown. Mavs Rundown. This podcast is free on YouTube along with Spotify and the Anchor app. And, hey, man, I'm AG. Thanks for listening. Remember, cool heads prevail, and I'll see y'all next time on the Mavs Rundown.